welcome back to Bluebell Island for episode 23 with me, MrSealyp. My wandering fieldwork team are doing a phenomenal job. I've got the New Holland, I always forget the number of this one, 8340 every single time. The New Holland 8340 is seeding field 21. I'm putting soybean in this, it had corn in it before. On field 11, the soybean harvest has just been done. The harvest is over there and needs emptying. I've brought over the Massey Ferguson 1390 with the Marston Ace trailer to empty it. This needs to be fertilised, it needs to be cultivated and then reseeded. So we're kind of getting on with that as well. So again, we've got plenty of vehicles over here getting on with that. The Fendt 800 Favourite with the Massey Ferguson, and I forget the number of this as well, 30 seeder. I'll put in soybean into field 13 up in the north east corner of the map, the island. So as you can see, there's plenty going on. I'm getting all the fields repurposed and sorted. This will go from here over to field 14, the one I bought in the last episode, over by the microbrewery, and this will put barley in the ground over there. So yeah, everything's moving along. I've got a few jobs I need to get done today. First on that list, I'm down at field 2, very bottom of the map, pretty much central, maybe slightly to the left, it's not a big problem. And this was the field I bought a few episodes back when I realised it had sunflower in, and I'm trying to fulfil that subcontract for Barris. So more sunflower. I'm going to get this harvested, then this field will need to be repurposed. Let's get this turned on. It shouldn't take long because with the Helianthus header it actually moves quite quickly. I'm not going to get a huge amount of sunflower off this, and with what I've got left in storage I don't think I've got enough for another 10,000 load. He did say I could increase my loads, absolutely no problem at all. However, I've got a lot of fields that have got sunflower in, they are growing but they are not ready yet, so I just wanted to clear this one and get the sunflower off of it. I do need to make hay, so I might go out today with the Massey Ferguson 885 and cut some grass and ted it, and then I'll need to go around then and windrow it and bale it, but I'll probably just cut some grass today. I might go to some different grass fields actually. I've done a few of the grass fields down the sort of south of the map, southern side, and a little bit over to the southeast, but I haven't really done much up the north of the map, so I might have a look at some of the grass fields up there. Maybe I think there's a couple of grass fields over towards the old docks. So yeah, there's a few bits to be done today. Again, it's that kind of island housekeeping. From selling my soybean at the end of the last episode, I did alright. I came up to about 289,000 I think it was. That has dropped a little bit because of fertiliser costs and various different bits. I've had to seed and things, where I've had to refill the seeders, but not dropped dramatically. You may also notice that my speed bar down the bottom that shows my speed, that shows the fuel capacity, that shows how much I've got in the tank of the vehicle, that kind of thing, is much smaller, as is the time bar at the top right hand corner with my time and my money. That I changed in the very first main menu. When you turn the game on, then you've got your main menu with the mod hub and all those kind of things, career, multiplayer, all of that. I went into the settings on there and adjusted the HUD size, only because I thought it would make it, I can still see what it says, I can, well, yeah, apart from the money, I'm struggling to see that because my eyesight's terrible, but for taking screenshots and for being able to see the actual gameplay, when those were a little bit bigger, sometimes it blocked the corners of the screen, and it was hard to see sometimes what I was doing. So I've just shrunk them a little bit. Just thought I'd give it a go and see if it made much of a difference, and it does seem to have worked. I only took it from 90% down to 70%, and actually it seems much smaller. I did initially take it down to 50%, and it was so small I just couldn't read anything that was on it. So yeah, that's what I've done first of all, really. I'm going to get this finished, and then we'll make a start on the next job. I might do a bit of mowing first. Yeah, probably a bit of mowing. Haven't done that for a while, actually. And that's field 2 done. Brilliant. Yeah, nearly a full grain tank. Mind you, the Comia has got a much smaller grain tank. I'll just put this over here to one side. That will need to be emptied, and this can be taken back. Then I need to get my field crew down here and get this field repurposed. Let's just open up that. We'll be good to go. Turn the beacons off. Fantastic. Right. What was the next job? Oh yeah, a bit of mowing. I need to get some hay bales on the go. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I've done this before. Not there's a lot of water in there. I could probably paddle through it, but, you know. Sends them over here. Let's go over the rope bridge. Easily pleased. It's all very exciting, isn't it? I don't come down here very often. The prices I mean, to be fair, I haven't sold a lot of my stuff yet. What I have been doing is putting into storage to feed the pigs. I think it was only the soybean yesterday, in the last episode, not yesterday, in the last episode, really, that I've sold anything. Everything else has gone into storage, so I haven't really been to any of the sell points. It's an intriguing building, isn't it? Interesting looking thing. Anyway, I do need to crack on. Stop saying crack on and cracking and all of those things. Right, okay. Mowing. Let's go and get the Massey Ferguson 885 and we'll get some mowing done and some tedding, I think. Right, I just need to move the case out of the way so I can get to the tedder. Ah! Whoops. Well, chicken for tea again. Or dinner, or lunch, dinner, and tea, and supper. They are just drawn to vehicles, aren't they? Crazy creatures. I had this up to this before. Oh, that's an interesting one. I can't mow and ted at the same time. I thought I did that before. How peculiar. Okay, well, that's not going to work. Right, mowing first then, I guess, and then I have to come back and ted it afterwards. Right. Oh, that's what I was doing last time, because I was doing grass. I was mowing and collecting with the loading wagon. That's what it was. I wasn't tedding. Right, okay. Let's find a field. Let's get some mowing done. I digress. Not going to get anything done at this rate, are we? The Fendt 800 ran out of seed over at field 13, so bring it back over very, very quickly, fill it up. Excellent. Right, let's get it back over. Carry on. Does help, there's quite a fast track to this one. We can get across the map, across the island, fairly quickly. I'm kind of splitting the fields into chunks now. Certain areas I've got a lot of sunflower fields to fulfill my subcontract with Barris. Some fields I've got soybean in to make us a bit of money. Some fields will now have canola in, which will go towards feed for the animals, possibly selling. There we go. And off we go again. Perfect, right. That can now finish off. Back to what I was doing before. I'm at a field over... Where am I actually on the map? Let's have a look. I'm just... those nuggets are doing my head in. Anyway, just north of field 20 and 18 to the right hand side of the old docks. Haven't done this field before, so let's get this turned on. And that would explain a lot. I had that dragging the whole time and didn't realise. Right, okay, let's get this cut. I'm going to have a problem with my ley lines as usual, I would imagine, because they'll run through all over the place. There we go, gap, and now a big pile. Can't do a lot about that. And then I'll come back through with the tractor, ted it, then we'll windrow, then we'll bale. A lot of that will probably be done off screen. Be done off screen? It'll be done off screen. Done off screen, mainly because you've seen me bale. You've seen me use the baler before. I did it when I did all the straw bales when I originally... I did round baling, didn't I? In the first episodes I did round baling and then decided I wasn't going to do round bales anymore. So, seeing as all those coins are on the map now, I'm not going to collect all of them. I'm not going to do them and get another million. What I might do is ones that are in fields as I start going around now, get them out of the way as I'm doing jobs, because then it kind of cleans up the map a little bit. But I will leave one that I won't get, so I don't get the million, because you know, I had the money from Drummond when I set the farm up, and I don't want to appear to be cheating, you know? You know how it is. I'll do a few bits here and there, and I will sometimes use the money cheat boxes if it's something to do with the narrative that I'm trying to get into the game, because I don't want the money to change if I'm adding in a building or something for the narrative, especially if it's a building I'm going to buy. I went squeaky there. A building I'm going to buy, then absolutely, but if it's kind of part of the narrative that someone else has come to, then I will change things. I did have a comment left asking me why my money had fluctuated in the last episode. Last episode? Might have been the one before. No, it was the one with the microbrewery. And that was my fault. I bought the buildings to do the microbrewery and the placeable mill as part of the kind of narrative, and then realised when I started recording I hadn't replaced the money and put my money back to where it was. So the start of the episode, the money was quite low, and then it suddenly jumped back to where it was, and I was asked the question, well, how did your money just suddenly, you know, it does appear like I was cheating, and it probably sounds like I'm trying to cover that up, but it's not. It's just part of the narrative. Yep, get my ley lines again. That's really irritating, but can't do much about it. Right, let's lift it up this time, I think. Then dropped it. That's better. Right, okay. We're getting somewhere. I'm going to need to do a few fields because I need a few hay bales. That way, the baling situation, I'll be done. I won't have to worry. I could, like I said before, with the new forage and chip silo, I could put one of those silos relatively inexpensively onto the map, but realistically it's a very small farm. I'm not, you know, I'm going to carry on with bales on this one. On my bigger farms, absolutely I'm going to be using that mod. Right, let's finish this off. I suppose I could explain those those weird strips across the island as old Roman roads under the ground or something like that. But it'd be very peculiar for an island this size to have so many Roman roads. It was an old Roman settlement way back. Could have been, actually. Why didn't I think of that right back at the start of the series? That would have worked, wouldn't it? To be fair, I'll be honest, the whole narrative thing was one of those things that I used to watch videos, and I think I might have mentioned this before, and I would watch videos and think, why are people doing that? Just play the game. But you know what? It was when I started watching Eustace Farmer's channel and watching his narratives and his stories and the way he tells a story. I absolutely love it. And I thought, you know, I really do like that. It adds an element to the game. It gives it a real nice feel to it. It explains a lot of the things you're doing and kind of just gives it a bit of meaning. I do like that. Right, let's turn that off. What I'm going to do is grab those nuggets, get those out of the way. There were a couple, weren't they? Weren't there. Find them now. There were 2 or 3 in this field, weren't there? There's another one. Get them off the map. Is there another one? Could have sworn I saw another one. Could be wrong. I oft am. Oh no, there is one. There we go. Thought I'd seen a third. There we go. Right. I'm going to get a few more fields mowed, I think. Let's go at the end of this way. And I'll do that off screen. Again, you don't want to be watching me mowing all the time. It will get boring. Actually, while I'm here, every time I see one, get rid of it. There we go. Perfect. Off to another grass field it is. I am in a field, a grass field, just to the east of field 9, which is there. Very strange happenings, actually. I need to check something. The world's gone a bit bonkers. I don't know if it's me, whether I've... Yeah, it's very peculiar. Done something wrong, or whether these were just seeded in slight different... say time periods. Yeah, one was in the Tudor times and one was Victorian. No, it seems a bit odd. I'm going round and obviously clicked over into another growth period. Whoops, wrong one. and I've got some strange things occurring. Where are we? So, field 8, for some reason, I'm assuming I missed it in all of the repurposing fields. Its growth state has changed. It has got sunflower in it, but this whole strip here hasn't been done. So it started to grow, but then this hasn't. So I obviously missed a bit there. Field 9, if we go to growth, part of it is on one growth stage and part of it is on another. So I'm assuming that when I was doing that, I started seeding and it was in one growth period, and part way through it clicked into the next growth period, so that one registered an increase, that one didn't. I don't know, that's the only thing I think of. Anyway, field 11, worker G, is doing that. Field 13 is now done. Field 14 is in the process of being seeded with barley, but again that's left a little strip. I'm assuming that's where there are trees by the side of the field, so I'll go over and I'll sort that out. But as you can see, if we zoom out a little bit, field 16 is now ready to harvest, and 17 is ready to harvest. Field 5 and 7 are ready to harvest. These two have both got, 7 and 5 have got sunflower in. 16 and 17, I believe, are both soybean, so they're ready to go. I'm trying to keep up now. I've got so many fields that are being seeded, some are being seeded, some are being cultivated, some are ready to harvest, and the process all spirals round again. Field 18 I still haven't got to yet, and that's got oilseed rape canola in it. So yeah, it's gone a bit crazy. I've now mowed 2 fields. I'm going to mow some more off screen, but what I do want to do in this episode, and I want to actually get done, I want to put potatoes in the ground in field 15. So yeah, that's all very peculiar. Anyway, where did I leave the mower? I've lost it. So I bought the fertiliser spreader, moved that, and then realised that I was partway through doing another job. I'm bouncing between 4 or 5 different things, so I need to get one job done first. So that's mowed anyway. That will need to be tedded. What I'll do is take this in here to the store. Actually, as soon as I've got a tractor here, I might use that. Field 10 next to me, there are some contracts that need doing on it to get seed back in the ground, but I think I'm probably going to buy that one next. I'm pretty sure they're only asking about 28,000 for it, and if I do some more work on it, that'll be even less, I think. So anyway, right, what do I need? I need a potato seeder. I haven't used one of these on this map before. Now, there's the Grimmy GL420, which is the smaller one. That's only a 3-metre one, which will probably be fine for what I need to do. It's a small field. The one I absolutely adore. Where's it gone? Oh yeah, the Grim. There we go. The GL860 compactor. Oh, it's like a transformer. I love that machine. Brilliant bit of kit. Anyway, we're going to go with the GL420. I'm only going to lease it. I don't need to buy it. I'm going to put some potatoes in the ground. So we'll lease that. Brilliant. And I'll probably get the New Holland over and we'll get that. I haven't got any potatoes already, so I can't put anything in it, because obviously seed wise, either buy seed to plant, or you can use potatoes from a previous crop, put those in here, because as they start to sprout and shoot, they can be used as new seeds. So it'll be a case of reseeding from scratch with this one, and into field 15. So that's the next job I want to get done, definitely before the end of this episode. So tractor it is. I am wondering whether filling this up might be too much. Maybe. I haven't got a front weight on this actually, and once I put seed in this might be a little bit too much, but we'll see. Right, so let's seed. So what I'm thinking is, depending on how much seed it uses in field 15, if I've still got a load left over, because I've paid for it, I might put potatoes in field 2 as well. I'm thinking it's a fairly small field, so that might not be a bad idea, because I don't want to waste the seed. It's difficult to gauge how much you actually need. Okay, interesting amount. 2,740 litres. Unusual. Anyway, right. Potatoes in the ground. Yep, this needs a weight. Okie dokie. Right, let's see if I can just get it to field 15 first, and then we'll worry about a weight later. I can't go uphill, can I? Not really. Right. Bear with me. Turning uphill is going to prove very interesting. Take it nice and slow, and we'll be fine. I should have left one of the fertiliser spreaders on the front of it. That would have given me a bit of weight, wouldn't it? Never mind. You live and learn. There we go, that's better. Still going to be a bit unbalanced, but once it's on the ground seeding, it should be fine. I keep saying I'm going to move that, and I keep forgetting to do it. Right, field 15, here we come. So, potatoes. It's all very exciting. Turn it on. Right, ready to feed. Our little potato roller chute type things are working. Let's drop it down. And away we go. Excellent. We are seeding potatoes. Brilliant. It's a first for Bluebell Island. Well, there have been potatoes, but I haven't done them. I'm assuming it's going to be quite seed heavy, so it may well take all of these, but we'll see how we get on. Cell worker. While the potato seeding continues on field 15, there's something I want to discuss. I received another email from Barris, who I'm subcontracting for sunflowers. This won't come into effect yet, but he said how impressed he was and how happy he was with what was happening, and the company that he got the contract from originally don't just deal in crops and agriculture, they are also a power company. I have been frantically searching for the message he sent me, and I've looked on my Facebook, I've looked in, and I can't find it. I've filtered, I don't know where. I did not dream this. I know I didn't dream this. Anyway, so what's happened is, on his island, the company that he's contracted to do the sunflower for have come onto his island. They've done site surveys and various different things, and they've installed wind turbines. Because we're on islands, and they're saying that the wind potential is enormous, as is wave potential, and solar panels and all that kind of thing. They're interested in finding islands where they can install wind turbines, and he's messaged me to say, would I be interested in a wind turbine? The company, which is a multinational corporation, conglomerate, whatever you want to call it, are prepared to send out a site survey team. They're going to go around the island and try and find a location or locations to put a wind turbine, potentially more. Barris's email said that he's doing very well out of the deal. They build it, they place it, all the power goes into the grid, but you get free power. So everything you need is done. Everything surplus goes back into the grid, but they also pay you for the site. That's brilliant. Again, that's another one of those no-brainer kinds of things. So I have said, in principle, I'm happy for the survey team to come to the island to have a look, but the email did also say that they will work very closely with me to choose a location that suits me and their purposes as neatly as possible. So actually, you know what, it sounds like a brilliant idea. I'm not sure when they're going to come, I'm not sure when that's going to happen, but potentially at some point we could be looking at the construction of a wind turbine on the island. We're bringing ourselves into the future. I think it's a great idea. So thank you, Barris, for the email. I will wait their arrival eagerly and we will see what happens. Anyway, the potato seeding on here is nearly done, and I need to very quickly go and do something else just before I finish off. I still have got a bit of seed, but I think it should be enough probably to do field 2 as well. So what I will do is get my crew over there, get field 2 prepared, and that will be okay. But potatoes now are in the ground on Bluebell Island. The last thing I'm going to do before I sign off, I bought over the soybean that I got off of field 11 is here. I'm going to sell it. I don't need it, and the prices are still okay. So the same as I did at the end of the last episode, I'm going to sell this, and hopefully we'll make a little bit of money. It's not going to be a huge amount. It's only just over 6,000 litres. What do we make? 11,000, so we're up to 294. That's not too bad. So we've done that. That's the soybeans sold. I am going to do a few of those contracting jobs on field 10 and then potentially buy that. I was thinking I would try and buy a new field every episode, so I can then buy back all of my fields on the island. However, because of the jobs I'm doing, I haven't been able to get around to doing all the contracts on that one before I buy it. I want to get a few bits done, so I'm not paying out for it. The person that owns the field at the moment pays out for it. But anyway, we're at the end of another episode. I know it's been a little while between the last episode and this one. If you're watching these at a later date, it won't be, you'll just watch one after the other. But there's been a few mods out and mod reviews and various different things I've done this week, and it's been pretty hectic at work, so I haven't done a Let's Play this week actually. So this is Saturday, yeah. But anyway, another episode complete. I hope you've enjoyed it. The potato seeding is done now on field 15, and I will move all of the team over to field 2. If you have enjoyed it, give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free. And if you want to share the video, then please be my guest. Whatever you should choose to do, thanks for watching.